We don't have anywhere to go, and there is no help for us in Marion County.
Indianapolis renters being forced out of their homes despite a federal order to stop evictions through the end of the year. Marion County judges say the moratorium doesn't protect people whose leases are ending.
Hi, teammates. Julia Dang talked with a woman who went before a judge today and was left with no options.
Yeah, Brooke, I've been following eviction cases. Tenant advocates say the moratorium should have halted. Now, that renter I talked to believed she would be protected by the federal order. She brought paperwork to court showing she meets the qualifications, but she now has to pack up and leave anyway.
I was horrified.
Nancy Plake was greeted by an eviction notice on her apartment door last night. This morning, she waited for more than an hour to see a judge in Perry Township Small Claims Court.
Horrified to go into this court today.
Non-payment eviction cases are still being heard in Marion County, despite the federal eviction moratorium that took effect last week. Tenant advocates gathered outside the courthouse today.
It'll be interesting to see how that plays out in township courts.
As I-Team8 reported, the federal order doesn't guarantee protection to all tenants, and even eligible renters may have trouble proving they meet its 5 requirements. Plake was confident the moratorium protected her.
I filed paperwork with the court and with my leasing office.
Her income doesn't exceed $99,000. She applied to the Indianapolis Rental Assistance Program and was placed on a wait list behind 17,000 other people. She tried to make rent after she was laid off from her delivery driver job in March, and Plake says she has nowhere else to go.
In the car in a parking lot, if we didn't get run off from the parking lot, because no one wants homeless people on their property.
Public health officials and tenant advocates say evicting people like Plake will worsen the pandemic. That's why the moratorium was issued.
There's no reason that, we should be forcing people out of their homes at this moment, especially when they're going to end up in a more crowded space or moving into homeless shelters or temporary housing with other people.
But after hearing Plake's non-payment eviction case, the judge gave her 4 weeks to find a new home. She couldn't afford rent, and her lease was ending. According to the Perry Township Court, the moratorium doesn't cover non-renewal of lease cases.
I have 2 special needs individuals, young adults living with me, so it's tough.
Nancy Plake has been ordered to leave her apartment by midnight on October 8th. In addition to applying for city rental aid, she requested help from her township trustees. She claims they advised her to find a better job. Live in the studio, Julia Dang, WishTV and WishTV.com, and be sure to follow us on Facebook.